Hello there, and welcome back. So, what we're doing with the car, you may not notice it's up on the ramps at the minute. I've had a chance to have a good look underneath it, and I'll tell you what's going on there in a minute. But first of all, I'll tell you what the plan is. So, we've signed up to do a drive to Lisbon next year. It's done by the Two Ball Rally, so anybody can sign up for it and do it. But they actually use a Ford car. So that's why we've got this StreetKA. I'm in discussions with a charity that's quite close to my heart. So if we can do something for them, we will. And we will. The idea is to wrap the car for that charity, and then we'll do a bit of charity work and try and raise some funds for that. But I'll tell you what that is in due course once I've got everything agreed and signed off. The drive itself I'm doing with my son. Let's just call him Junior Junction at the minute. You'll get to meet him in a later video. And the plan is we're going to drive to Lisbon, which is about 2,000 miles from here, and then drive back to sort of north of Portugal, Sardinia, I think it's called, or Santander, one of the two, and then you can get a ferry from there back to Plymouth, and then we'll drive back up to Plymouth. So we're probably going to do 3,000 miles or so in the car, all going well. Now, it may or may not be in this particular StreetKA because it's leaking for every orifice underneath. I knew the rocker cover was leaking, but that's obviously it's minimal, and we can fix that quite easily. But when you look underneath, the gearbox and the engine is covered, so it's been leaking for obviously some time now. What I do know is the sump gasket is gone, definitely, and the fifth gear on the gearbox cover it's leaking, but that's very common, I think, in these. But there's a bit of oil lying around the bell housing, but it's difficult to tell because there's oil everywhere. I'll be honest, there's oil everywhere. My concern is if it's leaking at the bell housing, then we've got a leak from either the engine side or the gearbox side. And regardless of which side that is, I'm really not looking forward to trying to wrestle 22-year-old bolts off a gearbox and take a gearbox off. I mean, we could do, and I'll see if it's worth it. But the other concern is the clutch. So the clutch has started making a noise when it's in neutral, or it goes away when you've depressed the clutch. Now, it could be a release bearing. I'm not sure. It could be the main drive. There's a few different reasons it could be. Now it's losing transmission fluid. We know that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to top that up and see if that noise goes away. It may just be the fact that there's not a lot of fluid in the gearbox, and it's just the gear. It's not that loud, but I can hear it, and there's just a wee whir there. So hopefully, if we do that, that'll tidy that up, and then I'll do the other gaskets, and we'll see. Hopefully, that then takes that pain away. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But that's the plan. It might be in this one. I might be looking for another one. But the problem I've got is I could get another one, but I don't think it was space for another car. Even a little one like this. Make one out of two. One good one out of two. So I don't know at this point. We'll just take to see where we are, and I'll do some more. I'll do an update shortly once I get a better understanding of where the oil is coming from. Oh, another thing. Another issue. There's a bit of pink fluid leaking as well, which I think is coming from steering rack. Now it's behind. It's quite far back, so it's behind the engine, and the only thing back there is a steering rack. So I think there's a bit of a leak from the steering rack. Again, I've not investigated where that's from. Hopefully it's not. We'll see. We'll see. It's not that difficult. I don't think they're that difficult to swap out, to be fair, if I need to swap it. And they're not that expensive. Nothing's that expensive for this car. But, like I said at the start, the big issue is 22-year-old rusted bolts. And everybody's worked on old cars knows what I'm talking about. even the rocker cover. I had a look at the rocker cover, and two of the bolts don't want to come off. They're basically disintegrated. So I don't want to get drilling out bolts and trying to get old nuts and bolts off. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted. All going well. I will give you an update very shortly. But have a good day and thank you.